Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, it is my pleasure to introduce another friend of mine, Mr. Tyler Garns. Tyler is another marketing automation Hall of Famer. He is the president and founder of Box Out Marketing, and he and his team, he and his agency have served countless small businesses when it comes to implementing Keap or Infusionsoft successfully. So they have seen firsthand, time and time again, what it takes to use technology and systems to grow a business. So in this video, Tyler is going to share the first steps that he recommends for his clients, but really for any business as they are just getting started with Infusionsoft. So let's take a look.
Okay, so you're brand new to Infusionsoft or to Keap. Let's say it's your very first day. You're all excited about the new tool you got. I'm gonna give you 4 things you should absolutely do on your first day when you get into these tools. First thing is don't log in, okay? The worst thing you can do right now is log in and try and make sense of everything that's going on in there. You can do that later today or tomorrow. But the first thing you need to do, and this is actually step number 2, since step number 1 is don't log in. Step number 2 is plan out your perfect customer lifecycle. So what is that? You may have heard of lifecycle marketing or the customer journey. That's what you want to plan out. Okay, don't go into Infusionsoft and try and do anything until you're really, really clear on what your perfect customer lifecycle is. And the way I usually coach people on doing this is to put down all of the restrictions and the restraints and the constraints that we put on ourselves, okay? Financial constraints, time constraints, whatever. Whenever we get into creative thinking mode about our marketing and about our customer service and our follow-up, we immediately discount ideas, or we don't even let ideas into our brains because we constrain ourselves based on our current reality or what we think is our current reality, right? So we think, well, I don't have time to do this, that, and the other, and so I'm not even gonna attempt to do it. Or our budget doesn't allow us to, do this cool thing for new customers, and so we're not even gonna do it. Well, that kind of thinking blocks you from ideas that are really great. So plan out your perfect customer lifecycle. Describe, draw it out in a flow chart if you want, write down the steps if you want. Describe what exactly is that perfect customer journey. What's that experience? How could you make it amazing? Forget about the time constraints and the money constraints and the people constraints and all that kind of stuff. Just put them all aside. If you had all the money in the world, all the time in the world, all the people in the world, what would you do? How would you create the most perfect customer experience in the world? Just design that, okay? What would it be like from the beginning when they first see an ad, when they're first attracted to the business, when they first opt in? What would the follow-up experience be like? What would the purchase experience be like? What would it be like once they purchase and they are now, getting what they purchased? They're fulfilling on it. What does the referral process look like? What does the upsell process look like? How do you make that the best experience they've ever had with any company ever? Define that first. That's your first thing. And then take that thing and frame it and stick it up on the wall. That's the goal. That is what we're trying to build. Okay, once you have that, now we can log into Infusionsoft or Keap. And the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna identify one step in that process. That's a big process. It's gonna take a long time to build it all, and it's never gonna be complete, okay? You're always gonna be revising it, improving it, and things like that. So don't worry about trying to launch the entire customer journey all at once, okay? Find one aspect of it, maybe the lead capture, maybe the purchase process, maybe the referral process, whatever you think is the low-hanging fruit that's gonna help your business move forward the fastest, get that in place. Make a goal, set a date, a timeline, say I'm gonna launch this campaign for this part of the customer journey by this time, and then go find the resources you need to make that happen. That's number 4, leverage this community. The Infusionsoft community and now the Keap community has been by far the best community over the last 20 years ever to be online. I'm just gonna claim that and say that it's true, and you're gonna have to believe me. You won't believe me until you actually experience it yourself. Get into the Facebook groups, go reach out to companies like ours, Box Out Marketing, MonkeyPod, all these. There's tons and tons and tons of free resources out there, tons of free training, and everyone is so willing to help you. So just reach out, ask the questions in the Facebook group, get the help that you need. You will be able to do this. And if you need to get into some paid training or some paid help, that's fine. But reach out first, because you will find a lot of resources, a lot of help. You'll make some great friends and some great advocates along the way. So enjoy that journey. Start with your customer journey and you will be successful.
Okay guys, so as you probably just heard, Tyler gave some really good advice for your first day with the software. What I want to underscore for you is his emphasis on the perfect customer lifecycle. Spend a little bit of time up front getting clear on what that would look like. I love that he even recommends framing it and putting it on your wall as a long-term goal. And then I want to remind you that it is a long-term goal, because as ideal or as comprehensive as that perfect customer lifecycle might be, it's not going to happen overnight, which is why he goes into figuring out which parts of that perfect customer lifecycle are the low-hanging fruit. Where can you move the needle most rapidly, and then focusing on those individual intersections rather than trying to build the whole thing on day one. So it is important to have that bigger overarching vision, but to remain grounded and realistic in terms of what can be done now so that you could start seeing results and start building traction. So that is it for this video. I will see you in the next module.